Hi classmates and Dr. Cannon. My name is Megan Knipe and this is my tutorial of Storybird using Screencast-O-Matic. So first off, I'm going to tell you what Storybird is, what they do, and some ways that Storybird can be beneficial in the classroom. So we'll go to their About tab and we'll kind of read a little bit about that. So Storybird is visual storytelling for everyone. It's a platform for writers, readers, and artists of all ages. Storybird lets anyone make visual stories in seconds. We curate artwork from illustrators and animators around the world and inspire writers of any age to turn those images into fresh stories. It's a simple idea that has attracted millions of writers, readers, and artists to our platform. Families and friends, teachers and students, and amateurs and professionals have created more than 5 million stories, making Storybird one of the world's largest storytelling communities. So here it has different ways that examples of how people are using Storybird: create, discover, learn, connect, and sell. And just chill. Read, write, have a good time. So I think my favorite story of people using Storybird is Marie. She teaches English in her school in Sweden. She uses Storybird's free class tools to manage students, issue assignments, and build a library of beautiful stories. Like many teachers, she's noticed that the combination of art and word inspires her most reluctant writers and readers. And that's kind of the focus behind Storybird. It's taking those reluctant writers and readers and getting them out of their comfort zone a little bit, helping spur their creativity and get them comfortable with reading and writing and more familiar with literature. So educators can use Storybird too. And it's always free for educators. Free for any educational setting. And more than 400,000 K through 12 classrooms use Storybird, and it works with any curriculum or device and aligns to the Common Core. So that's pretty cool. You can sign up for free, and it's great in a language arts classroom or a creative writing classroom. It says that they use illustrations to inspire students to write stories, picture books for K through 5, long-form chapter books for grades 5 through 9, and poetry for everything in between. In a learning scenario, starting with pictures is powerful. It stirs the emotions while it engages the brain and jumpstarts students into their text, avoiding the blank page syndrome, which is a real thing. I suffer from that all the time. And it's effective. Schools have seen as much as 3 grade level jumps in literacy when using Storybird throughout the year. How awesome is that? Today, more than 5 million students and 400,000 educators use Storybird. They've published 15 million stories and read them for several billion minutes. Storybird is free to use and even helps schools raise funds, and we'll talk about that in just a second. So, parents, you can sign your children up for a Storybird account. Maybe if you want them to be a little bit more creative or work on their writing skills, and Storybird will help them do that. So artists, like I said earlier, what Storybird does is they curate illustrations and artwork, and they actually pay the artists every time that artwork is used. So artists can earn royalties and they get exposure for their artwork. And the same thing for writers. You can sign up for a pro writer account, get your works out there, get more publicity for your writing. And like I mentioned just a couple seconds ago, you can do fundraisers through Storybird. And how that works is you sign up for a free educator account. Students in your class use Storybird to write works of art. Teachers set the date for the fundraiser to run. Send an invitation to parents to log in and read their children's stories, and they purchase these stories if they'd like, and schools receive 30% of the sales. So how neat is that? I mean, you sign up for a free account and you're getting money. Basically, they pay you. So that's pretty cool. So now I'm going to show you how to sign up for an account. Sign up for free. So you can sign up as a regular user, an educator or a teacher, or a student. And Storybird does have a membership for $4.99 a month, but you don't need that membership. Really, all that membership is for is a couple more options when writing and publishing your works. So definitely not needed, but it is an option that they provide. So I'm going to go ahead and sign into my account. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the user dashboard. So here's my dashboard. You can get badges for writing and accomplishing different tasks. It saves your drafts, which right now I don't have any drafts. If you've written a picture book or a long form book or poetry, it saves it all under these tabs. So I've actually written 2 poems this morning just to kind of see how it works. And I mean, I think I wrote these poems in less than 2 minutes. You just pick your pick the artwork that they have provided and just put some words to it, and it's super simple. Get your creative juices flowing. So subscriptions. If you have subscribed to any authors or artists, it will show up here. Bookshelf. If you've read something on Storybird that you really enjoy, you can save it to your bookshelf. And it's kind of the same thing with the hearted tab. If you read something that you really enjoy, you can heart it and it'll save it in this folder right here. So that's kind of it for the user dashboard. Pretty simple. So now we're going to go to the Create tab. And here, like I said earlier, Storybird curates artwork and illustrations. So these are all original art from artists around the world. And they find it and they upload it to Storybird. And I mean, there's just pages and pages and pages and pages of this art, and you can narrow it down if you're looking to write about something specific. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick a random piece of work. We'll pick this one right here. And I'm going to say I want to use this art, and we'll write a poem. Something simple as an example. So my picture shows up here, and they give you a bunch of words to choose from on the sides. So I'm just going to pick some random words just to kind of give an example. So we will say summer heaven. Let's see. Words are kind of all on top of each other, so we can move them out a little bit. Favorite vacation. Just a little something to show you how to do it. And you can change the color of your words if you'd like. So let's go with this color blue. That looks kind of cool. So when you're done, you just hit Menu, Publish, Leave, and then it gives you a share link to share with friends, an embed code if you'd like to put it on like a website or a blog, and you can share your works through any of these social media platforms. And you can set it to public or private, and then continue. And here is my poem. There it is. So that's basically the create. They have different monthly challenges. So this is the one that they had for May, writing odes to art. This is the one that they have for May, writing in second person, and you get kind of awards, little badges for entering the challenge, and the challenges are free to enter. And then I think this is my favorite part of Storybird. Educators who teach in language arts or creative writing classes, this is where it's at right here. So they have how-to guides on how to write killer endings, how to write in a suspenseful way, writing prose, writing with correct punctuation, writing poetry ballads, fables, writing correctly with adjectives and adverbs, dystopian, fairy tales, writing in different points of view. I mean, it just goes on and on. They have dozens and dozens of how-to guides. And this would just be great for students. I think in one of the discussions I mentioned how it would be cool for to have a teacher have students read a specific how-to guide, start a story for them, and have them finish the story using the how-to guide that the instructor told them to read. So that would be a good application for these how-to guides. So we're going to go to the Read tab. So what this is you can browse through different stories, poetries, or blog posts. It gives you some featured writings that you might want to check out, and then it gives you some filters to kind of filter out what you'd like to read. And it's basically the same for the poetry and the blog tabs too. And another cool thing that Storybird features is a shop. So once you write a poem or a chapter book or a blog post or anything like that, you can customize it and have them print it out and buy it. So you can make your story into a hardcover book, paperback, digital download, long form ebook, printable PDF download. You can print out your poetry, envelopes, note cards, print out your art and frame it, journals, phone cases, tons of different options. And it's just a cool thing to physically have your written word in your hand that you created. So that's basically it for Storybird. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Thank you for watching and have a great day.